Hey guys, it's Art from Art's Model Trainz. So about a year ago, I stood in this exact same spot, or pretty close to here, and talked to you guys about my ideas for Lionel Super Bass, about how they could take the Super Bass B unit from diesels and expand it to multiple other things. I had talked a lot about how they could use it for steam and other ideas like that, but I had an idea of a Lionel Super Bass Boxcar. And a little later in the year, I think it was around where Volume 2 normally would be when they started doing those monthly releases, Lionel released a Bluetooth boxcar. I did pre-order that Bluetooth boxcar from Charles Rowe, but recently got an email from them saying that Lionel has canceled that product and they're actually not going to make it. And I was really bummed about that. So I decided, hey, why not build your own boxcar? So you guys may have seen a number of other guys have already done this, right? I'm not creating any new ground here. Travis Moody built for Joker's Trainz, an incredible boxcar with unbelievable sound. I am not trying to copy that. Nick from Nick's Crossing also did a similar thing, just to create different sounds on the layout. And I just wanted to try it on my own. So I did post on YouTube in one of my posts a while ago that I picked up this boxcar from Train Doctor here in New Jersey. And I had a project for it, and that was the project. I wanted to make a Bluetooth speaker out of this boxcar. So let's dive in and take a look at what I did to make this project a reality and how it came out. Now, before we get too far into this project, I am going to come right out and say this. This was my first attempt at this. I was going for functionality over superior sound. So I have learned a lot from going through this, and I think I am never going to make it sound as good as the one that Travis made, but I am going to be able to make it sound better with a couple of enhancements. And I did learn a lot about converting a Lionel boxcar to a powered boxcar using Atlas trucks. It is not as straightforward and easy as it seems, and I'll point a little bit of that out as we go through this.
All right, guys, to do this project, you need a few things. First, you need a boxcar. I chose a PS1 boxcar. First of all, I love these boxcars, but second of all, they're great for my layout. A Berwick boxcar would have been too big, and a 6464 boxcar would have probably been too small. The other electronic components and speakers I ordered off of Amazon. I will put the links for those in the description below. They're just basic speakers, a Bluetooth receiving board, and an AC to DC power board. Very simple to set up and use. And then the trucks are Atlas caboose trucks that I picked up from Easy Catch Trainz. I did 3D print boxes to put around the speakers to enhance the sound. If anybody's interested in the files for the 3D printed boxes, let me know and I'll share the files. All right, the next step is pretty simple. Just disassemble the boxcar. What I needed to get was the trucks off, get the boxcar completely apart because I just wanted the base plate to see what I had, to see what I needed to do to this base plate in order to attach the Atlas trucks and get the power from the track into the boxcar. So what the next step was is now that I had the car completely disassembled, how do I fit these Atlas trucks to the Lionel boxcar? This was not as easy as I thought. I did have to Dremel out some parts of the Lionel boxcar in order to fit the trucks. And then the screws and washers that come with the Atlas trucks were not long enough to fit through the body of the Lionel boxcar. So I had to make something up in order to make the screws long enough and create enough space between the Atlas truck and the bottom of the Lionel boxcar so it could pivot well and not come unscrewed. Okay, the next step was for me to go to the garage and drill a bunch of holes in the bottom of this boxcar. Careful to avoid all the pieces on the under part of the boxcar. I created as many holes as I could to pass the wires through as well as allow the sound out. The next step I did was to dry fit everything so I could understand how much wire I needed to cut in order to connect the pickup rollers to the boards and then the boards to the speakers. And then from there, I proceeded to assemble some of the components, put it on my test track, and test it out to make sure it all worked. Okay, so after soldering all the wire I needed and connecting all the components together, I hot glued the speakers and the boxes and the components inside the boxcar. This is one place where I think I can make improvements by putting some sort of material under the speaker between the speaker and the boxcar itself, and then also increasing the size of the 3D printed boxes to allow for a better sound quality. Then I tried to organize the wires as best as I could and reassembled the boxcar. And now you can see what the boxcar looks like, fully reassembled, the holes in the bottom, along with the components on the inside. It fits in there nice and tight, just as I had measured it out. So the reason I have the door slightly open is that they do rattle a little bit with the music playing, so I'll have to find a solution for that. All right, let's see what it looks like rolling around the layout. And this will play anything you're playing through your Bluetooth connection to it. But unfortunately, due to copyright, I have to use generic sounds. So this is just a generic song off of YouTube. So running around the layout, playing music, or sitting on a siding playing music is really cool. And I've enjoyed that a lot. But not only that, it has some other uses too. I found this sound on YouTube, and you can use this kind of thing when you're running trains as well. So what do you think, guys? How did this come out? I think it came out awesome. Like I said, I learned a lot. I think I can make this sound even better with a few tweaks. But that was the fun part of this project, is kind of just getting in there and figuring it out. It was a little frustrating at times, but a lot of fun. So I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did. Again, it brings a whole different element to kind of run sessions, because you can lower the sound on your locomotives and play music through here. I wasn't able to play real music. I had to use demo music for copyright reasons, but this does sound fairly good laying on the layout, just in an idle spot or rolling around the layout as part of a train. So bringing something fun to the layout and adding something different. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Please be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you again on the next one.